In today's business world, change is the only constant, and mastering transformation is the ultimate key to success. Welcome to Shift and Thrive. I'm your host, Natalie Nathanson. Each week, we'll bring you conversations with CEOs who delve into how they successfully drove critical change in their organization. This show is sponsored by Magnitude Consulting, bringing you the thinking power of a growth consultancy and the getting it done power of a full-service B2B marketing agency. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Shift and Thrive. So I don't usually do solo episodes, but as we get ready to close out the year, it felt important to me to take a moment and pause and reflect a bit and really share some thoughts with this community. I wanted to share first a personal reflection as I look back on the year and talk about what it meant, what it taught me, and what I'm grateful for. So wherever you're listening from, whether you're on a commute, on a walk, between holiday gatherings, I'm really glad you're here. I'll start with some leadership lessons and reflections. And in so many conversations this year, whether on the podcast or with clients or inside my own team, a number of themes have continued to resurface, really all around the theme of change and transformation. First is that transformation requires openness. This is not about big dramatic gestures, but really having a true and genuine willingness to explore something new, even before the path is fully clear. I know that that can feel uncomfortable for many. I know that it stretches different muscles, and that goes for both leaders and the rest of the organization. A second theme is around curiosity and really looking at curiosity as a leadership skill. From many conversations on the podcast, as well as my own experience, we see how curiosity can deepen conversations, really get to core issues or new opportunities, strengthen teams, make people feel genuinely heard and appreciated, and then spark new ideas that may not have emerged otherwise. A number of discussions on the podcast have touched on listening to the naysayers as part of undergoing a transformation, and really how that can help to reveal insights that, sharpen your strategies or broaden perspectives of how you were thinking about a certain initiative. And this really comes back to the curiosity, asking the right questions. And I also, at least personally, feel a certain kind of energy and passion that stems from following your curiosity, and that can really drive a shared passion and momentum. And finally, that bringing people along a journey of a major change takes time. I know the temptation, especially for many type A's, is impatience, right? You make a decision around a change and you want to see it come to fruition. However, even when a strategic direction is super clear and simple to articulate, even then, helping to move a team through change is far from simple, right? It can be messy, or it often is messy. It's nuanced. It's ongoing. We know that not everyone will evolve at the same pace, and that's okay. So keeping an open mind that we may need to change our management approach midstream, and that shouldn't feel like a failure. It's really leading in an adaptable and agile way, and an organization that is healthy and learning as we go. That's actually something that I am actively working on as we are on the tail end of our company's annual planning. There's a sentiment that I came across years ago that I'll mention here that has really stayed with me. And I may butcher the exact quote a little bit, but it says that we never step into the same river twice because we're not the same person and it's not the same river. And this year, and some of those reflections that I just shared really reminded me of that again. We're all shaped by the conversations we have, the choices we make, the ideas we expose ourselves to, and the people we expose ourselves to, as well as the values and guiding practices or principles that we hold ourselves and our teams to. But to me, this is the real work of leadership, and knowing that we, our companies, our teams will evolve through that journey. I also wanted to share a bit of gratitude for all the people that surround me clients, partners, peers, the broader podcast community. And, the podcast specifically has given me a chance to connect with people in new ways. I met a lot of wonderful, new, amazing folks as guests on the podcast. I've gotten to connect with friends and clients and partners and learn new things about them and explore topics that we've never explored together by having them on the podcast. We experimented with new things like launching the go-to-market mini-series, and we got great feedback from that it is now a regular component in the different episodes that we host on the podcast. And we have some other new ideas we're planning to bring to you in the new year. And we also launched our Shift and Thrive Executive Roundtable Dinners, which held a few of those this past year, and it has turned into such meaningful spaces for honest conversations. And moving some of these, digital-only conversations and relationships into the physical world in a very enjoyable, rewarding, and impactful way. And so we look forward to continuing those in the new year. And before I close, looking ahead to the new year, my focus is really staying intentional and thoughtful in my core business and looking at my marketing consultancy and looking at how we build on all of the foundations and new initiatives we kicked off this year around AI and automation and evolving what marketing looks like as the world around us changes, and not being afraid to experiment and move in new directions. So as we head into this new year, I'm holding on to these themes of openness and curiosity and evolution, and looking forward to the conversations that this will spark in the year ahead. And more than anything, I'm so grateful for the many people who make this journey meaningful. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for being part of this space where leaders can think and share out loud what it really means to navigate change and drive transformation. And I hope everyone listening has a restful and joyful holiday season. Thank you. That's a wrap for this week's episode. For show notes and more, visit shiftandthrivepodcast.com. A special thank you to our sponsor, Magnitude Consulting, bringing you the thinking power of a growth consultancy and the getting it done power of a full-service marketing agency to help B2B companies fuel their growth. For more information on Magnitude and to get your complimentary transformation readiness assessment, visit magnitudeconsulting.com/getready. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.